Well, good morning, everybody. We're Grand Forks' best source. Time now for your Home of Economy podcast. And joining us in the studio today, Scott Pearson from Home of Economy. How are you doing, Scott?
I'm super. How are you?
Good. First thing I want to ask you is how the holidays go for you.
Oh, holidays are always wonderful, right? You get to see your kids and your grandkids and eat a bunch of lamb.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you about the lamb next. I'm sure your feast was really good.
Well, yeah, we had a rack of lamb for New Year's, and my son made a prime rib on the Traeger, which was just wonderful.
Oh, boy. Will you invite me over next year?
Sure.
Because we ate good food too, but that just sounds good. So what's new at Home of Economy? How's things going there?
Well, things are really busy.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of things going on. Our shopping website, theguaranteedlowestprice.com. We continue to add items. We're up to 25-30% of the selection that we have in the store is online now. All of Carhartt, Ariat, the boots, a lot of toys, and just we're starting to flesh out the selection there on GLP, and it's exceeding our expectations several times over as far as sales volume.
Mm-hmm. I happened to be in there again yesterday. We say this all the time. I'm in there 2, 3, 4 times a week. But I was talking with Alan and the mechanic Scott, and I'm already looking at picking up a new mower from you guys this winter. So I'm just kind of felt those guys out a little bit. They told me which ones I want to be looking for. And, that's the thing about going to Home of Economy. Your people have been there for so long. All you got to do is ask. And they're going to tell you, maybe you don't want this one, but I think you'd want this one a little bit better. But another one of the things I love about your store.
Yeah, I'm kind of proud of that. And I get frustrated when I'm out of town and I need something, or, if I need an item we don't sell, and it can be miserable to go in a store. It's something we struggle with actually, because I feel that the general way stores are these days, it's training people to stay away. And we fight against that all the time because we try to provide a much different environment.
Oh, absolutely. And granted, I'm looking for a lawnmower, in the beginning of January. So it's not like the floor is full of lawnmowers over there, but they still take the time to talk to me about what I'm looking at. So
sure.
I can't wait till mowers come back. I can't believe I'm saying that. Wow. Was looking at the new GLP website. Read something about a farmer's market. Tell us about that.
Okay. Well, farmer's market is actually on our legacy website, which is, functions more of a who we are and contact us page. But if you go to the top of the home page on homeofeconomy.com or homeofeconomy.biz, we have a tab for farmers market, and farmers market is actually a big project. It's a lot of different things. Historically, we were the place that the farmers would set up and sell new potatoes or onions or pumpkins or raspberries. I loved to have when the raspberry guy was there.
Yeah.
And a lot of that went downtown when the Grand Forks Herald decided to start advertising it downtown. And we were advertising in the Herald about how we had it in our parking lot, and they were on the front page about how it was downtown. And we quit advertising it, but we're still doing that. And of course, there's a lot of advantages for the producers. They can drive their truck, park it, get out, set up a table, sell right out of the truck. They don't have to cart things several blocks and find parking. The customers who come, there's parking right there. You're not parking a mile away and walking through town trying to get there.
Yeah.
A lot of nice things like that. We have, bathrooms convenient. We give bags to the producers so that they don't, so you get a good high quality Home of Economy shopping bag instead of the ones where your turnips fall through the bottom.
Yeah. Like I've got a whole pantry full of those types.
Yeah. And then when we do have people coming, and particularly now with the new farmers market project, we're advertising on Facebook and such. So we get the word out that there is a farmers market in our parking lot. Then we also last year with the with COVID and the meat plants shutting down and things like that, And there's all in the news about how they were having to slaughter animals that weren't, and couldn't process them. They just had to bury carcasses. And
Yeah.
all these terrible, terrible things, and all this food going to waste. And it's horrible.
Well, hamburger was $10 a pound, or whatever.
Briefly, and that got us thinking. And so my son and I were talking about it, and kind of food security issues, and then how do you help these producers who, and of course the scale sometimes is sort of off the scale.
Yeah, right.
But I've been fortunate enough to buy my meat directly from producers, and getting a real high quality product and saving some money, and then having a freezer full. That's a good feeling sometimes. Especially this year or last year was. Are we going to be able to get meat, and things like that. And so we're talking about that and how do you connect the producers with the consumers, and kind of looking at the community supported agriculture model, and started realizing that there's a problem there too. And so we put on our page the online farmers market, which is a directory. You can go there, and we've created a web page for everyone who wants to participate. So far, I've only got Szymanski Farms from Thief River Falls. I buy meat from him.
I've heard a lot about him.
Yeah, he's a great guy with a really high quality product.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
And he saw the advantage. And so we have a nice website for him, which we maintain. And of course, when there's 10 or 50 or 100, they'll be grouped by regions and things like that. But and there are some other resources. The state has some resources, but they're hard to find and not quality.
Now, I would imagine during all of this pandemic things, farmers like Szymanski, I would imagine that more and more people are starting to buy their products because, well, let's face it, there is kind of a monopoly on some of that kind of stuff around here, and we've heard nothing but good things about their products. And I would imagine more and more people are saying, you know what, let's quit doing this and let's just go buy direct.
Yeah, last I talked to Tim, he was sold out.
Oh, wow.
For several months running. And that's been some time ago, and I don't know now if he's caught up or where things are at, because things have calmed down a little bit. But and you take something like that, and if you found him 100 new customers, what would he do?
Yeah, right.
We need more.
We need more cows.
Well, yeah, we need more people who are producing, and there's some variety then, and of course there are cows and pigs and lambs and all these things.
So he's got all of that.
Yeah.
Beef, pork, lamb, everything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't know that. Now this farm,
you need to go to his website on our online farmers market.
Okay. Can anybody participate in the farmers market, or is it limited, or how is that going to work?
Well, I guess we haven't had a problem with too many people, and I would guess that there would be no point for somebody growing sugar beets to sell direct to the consumer. But people who are producing food products, to sell direct to the consumer, it's open to that. And I reached out to one person who's making ice cream. She declined to participate at that time. But some slow starting kind of things. But the more it can be raw products, unprocessed. It can be ice cream. That's great too. One of the things we've done, well, that's the next part of the project actually. We come to what we're calling the food hub side of the project. And there's been in Grand Forks and in this area an effort to provide a food hub where producers can provide food. And a lot of times this has been for people who don't have food security. They have bad economic circumstances, whatever. And, there's a logistical problem. If you're raising garden products, Kristen over here wants to get some turnips. Well, either you have to bring turnips to town, hang out until she comes and picks them up. She's got to come to your place. You got to deliver them to her house. And this has been a real impediment to, gardeners, farmers. And it's the same with meat products or whatever.
Sure.
I've had to coordinate with my providers. And so we were looking at this, and we talked to some of the people in town that have been working on this for many years. And their big stumbling block has been space.
Sure.
Well, because of the changes in the way we operate, we have some air-conditioned warehouse space.
Okay.
That is currently unused, and we can dedicate this space. So I told them I have 10,000 square feet of space, as big as this can get. I can take care of it. If we need to provide refrigeration, we'll buy refrigerators. We need freezers, we'll buy freezers. And so by doing that, now somebody producing root vegetables or something, can bring them to Home of Economy in a box with your name on it, and then we have staff who you can come and give us your name. We'll go get your box of vegetables.
Oh.
And this works the same with meat products and things like that. And if there's space has been the big stumbling block. So this is something we created the space last year. We got the plan in place, and it was a little bit late in the year for the things to happen. So we're ready for this coming year. So there's just a lot of things going on with the online farmers market and food hub.
That's tremendous. The producers can deliver to you. You've got the space to keep it all nice and fresh, and then the customers just come and pick it up. None of that running back and forth between the consumer, the producer, you guys. It just simplifies things much more.
Yeah. And then, of course, we're providing advertising at the same time, and packaging if that's needed. We generate a lot of boxes and bags. And
so if somebody wants to get into the farmers market, is there a cost, or what is the process, Scott?
No, we're doing this at no charge, and we don't take a percentage or anything else. We're doing this because I want to see the outcome, where our producers are thriving because they have customers, or customers are doing well because they've got good, healthy food available, and in the end, of course, that'll bring a few people every day through Home of Economy, and that's a good thing. But so we benefit, but really, the benefit to us is just a healthier community, and that's worth something too.
Yeah. Can the farmers and producers, can they just stop bringing their products to you at any time, or have they kind of committed to going with you as long as this takes?
Well, no, because we're going to need to, you can't just show up with a box of vegetables.
Right.
But as far as stopping, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
You run out of
stuff.
Yeah. The season's over or whatever, or you have it's like there's no obligation of any sort, but we would need to discuss the procedures, for somebody to start.
Right. Now, when you call it a farmer's market, it says farmers. Does it matter what type of farmer? As long as they're, I guess, bringing something edible, something you can eat, something delicious.
Yeah, I can't really picture the sort of situation. Illegal products.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Put me on the spot here, but I can't really picture a situation where we turn somebody away, other than some kind of nobody would ask if you were a beet farmer,
right?
But we would do potatoes on the scale where we've had people selling potatoes in our parking lot before. I'd be happy. We have a lot of room, and so there's really not much of a problem there.
Right. How did this all come about? When did you and the Home of Economy decide to do all this stuff?
Well, it just goes back, 50 years ago. We were the place where people set up in the parking lot, and so, but the big impetus, the food hub and all that, and the online farmers market. Of course, there was no online years ago, but that's a project that we started last year, somewhat in response to the COVID situation and what we talked about before with the animals that had to be put down.
Yeah, just a waste.
Yeah, and you start talking about things, and we have it in our hands to offer a solution. So let's do it.
Does Home of Economy now? Do you guys get a cut of the sales, or how does this, benefit you, the farmers, the consumers, all of that?
Well, first off, our promise to the producers and I guess to the consumers as well is we will never ask for anything. And in fact, we're willing to put some resources into it as far as building these web pages, photography, writing. We have expertise in the area of advertising and photography, and so more so than perhaps somebody that's in a community-supported agriculture garden.
Sure.
So we're willing to do that, and like I said, a healthier community is really the goal, and better world. I don't want to sound totally altruistic here because I'm a greedy businessman just like everybody else, but we'll benefit from some traffic, but I don't anticipate that would be.
That's not why you're doing it.
No.
Farmers market, three big things. I mean, the parking lot sales, free. Sell them right from the truck or the trailer. You guys provide the bags. You got the bathrooms, all of that stuff. I mean, this takes a lot of work to put all this together, I would imagine.
Well, not that much.
Not that much?
The parking lot thing is the parking lot's there. The bathrooms are there. The online farmers market web pages, you want to do it right. And we're not just slapping together something ugly. There's a good example there for the producers if they want to look at something, to look at the Szymanski Farms site. And he provided the photography, and he told us what he wanted to say there. But we can help somebody with that. We're not overwhelmed to where we can't help people.
Now, if someone, Scott, has interest in this, what do they do? Who do they contact?
They should probably contact me. That would be the best. I'll put them in contact with with the resources within our company as they're needed.
Okay. Now, what does it mean when it says producers deliver to Food Hub? I guess I'm looking at your notes here.
Okay. Well, I was talking about the logistical process where a grower, a gardener who's raising vegetables for CSA. Again, it's been a problem. I participated in a CSA in this area once before, and in another town, and it was a pain because you either had to go on Tuesday at 5 or before 5, to a place where they set up, or they were delivering and leaving vegetables on your doorstep. And a lot of miles, a lot of steps, a lot of missed connections, and by having a store that's open specific hours, longer hours, not just from 3 to 5 or something, but it's one trip. If you come in from Northwood and drop your vegetables on the shelf at Home of Economy, you're done. You don't have to drive around town. You don't have to make phone calls. You don't have to say, hey, I was at your house, you weren't there. When can we meet? Can you come out to the farm? Whatever. They just drop it at Home of Economy, put it on the shelf, and then when it's convenient for you, the consumer, you get off work, whatever. We're open till 8. Come in.
And you mentioned the advertising part of it. Let's use Szymanski Farms again for just for an example here. So they got the ad on your website. So that means now that the customers can directly be in contact with producers then. Is that right?
Right. We're not trying to put ourselves in between.
And it's just a venue.
There's no requirement for them to participate in the Food Hub side of it. And probably probably Tim has, well, he's delivered to me when I've bought from him. So maybe he would want to do this, but again, he was sold out.
Yep.
But yeah, if we have a supplier on the website, we have directions to Tim's farm, for example. We have his phone number, we have his email, and it's just at that point simply a directory.
Okay.
But of course, he can participate in the Food Hub side of what we're doing.
I'm originally from Thief River Falls, and I do not recognize that name. I would imagine he's been around for a while, though, because he's got quite the following going on right now.
Yeah, and he, I don't know how long. His name is similar to somebody famous, in this
Well,
area. Yeah. So I sort of assume that there's
tall weathermen that drive snowmobiles, famous.
Yeah, someone like that.
Yeah.
I have no idea if they're related or not, but that's a name that's been around.
Is he tall?
The guy I'm thinking of?
No, this farmer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think he's too tall.
Yeah.
But I have no idea. He's probably offended now.
Well, hopefully not.
But a farm doesn't happen overnight, and he's raising. He's I don't want to make claims, but he's very concerned about doing things the right way.
Sure.
So and grass fed and
yep, and knowing you, Scott, and I mean your culinary skills and all the cooking and grilling and smoking and things that you do, I would imagine you don't buy crap. You buy good stuff, and if it's coming out of you, that's a pretty good endorsement, actually.
Yeah, I've been very happy with what I've bought from him, and I don't want to say that I don't eat from the grocery store either.
Right.
But yeah, I'm concerned about quality, but also on the health side, and so I like buying from him.
So when is all of this going down? This farmers market, is it in ongoing right now, or when is this?
Well, not which aspect.
Well, I guess if you went to the website, could you start proceeding right now with?
I would really like to do it right now.
Okay.
I've been talking with a few people that are raising animals, or and eggs and things like that, and it would be much nicer to do it now and start to build the web pages rather than wait until June when suddenly and have everybody come in at once.
So again, Scott, you said probably the best thing to do would be contact you, and why don't you let us know how we can get a hold of you?
Yeah. So on our website, on the homeofeconomy.com, we have a page, Contact Us, and my email address is on there. There's also President at Home of Economy and CEO at Home of Economy, and we have a few, just in case people just try that way. We also have an email address which is customer.care at homeofeconomy.com, and that is those go to me, and so all of the customer questions come straight to me, and they come to the top of my inbox. So I'm going to recommend that if you really want to talk to me about this or anything else, use the customer.care at homeofeconomy.com, and I answer everything as quickly as I can, and that's really the easy one for me because, like I said, it filters to the top of my inbox.
Now, you're one of those guys, when you say, I will get back to you as soon as I can, I would imagine, are you the kind of guy, say you're going up to the Angle for the weekend or whatever, do you bring the laptop with you? Do you get service up there? Do you still answer your emails even if you're trying to take a weekend off or not?
Yeah, actually, the modern world with email and things, it's great because I can go to the lake and still work, which, it stinks too because now I have to work at the lake. But actually, the customer care emails, they're the most important thing that I do, I think. And so if I'm on the road and I get a customer care email and I'm, stopping for gas or groceries or, potty break, whatever, I'm going to check my phone. And if there's something there that I can answer, even if it's not, if it's just like you email me and you have a question or you want to talk about something that you're not happy with, whatever, I might just answer back and say, I'm driving right now and I can't really discuss this, but I'm going to look into it and call you back.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you tomorrow morning or something. And I try to answer them within an hour anyway. And sometimes, they get past me, but that's generally my standard for myself is with 45 minutes to an hour. I want an answer back to anybody that writes.
And with your character and how you run a business, it's got that trickle down effect, because just talking to you, people, I can say like I do every time we're on, I'm at Home of Economy all the time, and maybe you should believe me or not, but you can just tell by the way your stores are run and why they're run that way. It's just because of the way you guys are. I mean, it's I love the place.
Yeah, well, I feel like there's a right way and a wrong way, and you try to do the right thing.
And another thing too that I know, like, it's like beating a dead horse, but if you frequent stores enough, you start to know who's who as far as employees go, and it's the same ones almost all the time at Home of Economy, and it's the point where you know them by first name basis. And I tell you what, that makes everything so much easier. The knowledge, the knowing the people, and a familiar face. I walk in there, I probably have 5 or 6 employees call me, or say hi by my first name, and those are things that are really important to me as being a shopper. So I think it's good stuff.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
I always appreciate we have a lot of long-term team members. And there's a there are new people that come and go, and some stay, some don't, but new people bring some fresh energy. You say that, and I feel sort of for the people that just started last month, are they not appreciated? And for me, they really are.
Yeah. The new people, you're working side by side with somebody that's been there for a while. That's going to rub off on them. They're going to teach them how to do things the correct way and the way the Home of Economy way, and they'll learn. I mean, you got to be a rookie too, right?
Yeah, at some point, everyone was.
Man, I just so enjoy talking to you. And any big things going on now besides the farmers market? Got any big sales going on or anything you want to talk about coming up? Maybe. Teaser.
Actually, I don't have the advertising schedule. We're pretty much always doing something, and we're constantly planning sales and things like that. So yes, there's something coming, but
okay. And you
items I couldn't just off the top of my head.
Sure. When the new mowers get there, you want to let me know?
Okay.
Because I'm not going to wait till spring.
There's a big fresh crop of Honda mowers coming in. That
boy.
Kind of top of the line. That are the right ones for you.
Okay. Oh, man, I'm looking forward to it. So, again, if somebody wants to find out, Scott, about the farmers market, quickly, how do they do it? Websites, phone numbers, whatever.
Go to the website. You can find me. You can find customer care, email. You can just call us and talk to me. But I would like you to start with me.
Okay. The top dog.
Well,
one of them.
Yeah, it's all the hard. Somebody else is doing all the hard work at this point. I'm doing things to try to grow and improve our customers' experience, and so that's really what I'm doing now.
All right, and if you do be able to make the trip up north this weekend, be safe. You have to sled from the mainland up there, or how do you plan on getting there?
Well, I have some furniture and things to deliver.
Okay,
and I believe that the Canadians, they have let me across the border with commercial deliveries before, but it's sort of up to the whim of the guy at the border. So
Right.
You never really know.
One of these times, maybe you could sneak me in the back of the truck on those deliveries. I'd like to get my butt up there.
Well, put on a set of coveralls, and if you're willing to carry some heavy stuff, you can,
there you go. You always got the good ideas.
You can work for us for a weekend.
All right. Maybe we can work out a deal with that more, huh? Scott Pearson, again, thank you for coming in. We love having you guys on the Home of Economy podcast. Probably one of my favorite podcasts that we do, probably because it's talking about one of my favorite stores. Thank you. I'm glad your holidays went well, and we will talk again soon.
Thank you, John.
All right, there you go.
Thanks.
Scott Pearson, Home of Economy podcast on GFBS. They'll be back in a couple of weeks. Make sure you go check out and get a hold of him, like you said about this farmers market. think it's a wonderful idea. Well, until next time, have yourself a great day, everybody. Keep it in tune to your home of economy podcasts on Grand Forks' Best Source.